Alright, hello everyone. I'm back again. I'm trying to make as many videos as possible today. This is probably my second video, but I'll be editing a cherry blossom video. Um, and I'll be making more updates on what life is like in Osaka. But since there is a lockdown going on and there is a virus outside, I'm planning to do more videos indoors for the time being. One video I've been really wanting to get to is fasting. I do fast. Brief history of me, why I fast is I had pretty good health in America when I lived in America. Then I moved to China and I lived there for 4 years, and my health just went bad. I want to say a bad word, but I don't want to say the bad word. Anyways, yeah, it just went bad. My digestion was terrible. I was so tired all the time. I had like these dark bags under my eyes. My teeth felt just like whatever I did, my teeth was felt like just it was rotting all the time, and I was just so tired all the time, just fatigue. And then I had this problem with my eyes. It's called uveitis, and it's like it's an autoimmune disease that affects the eyes, and there's inflammation in the eyes. And so I was on all these eye medications for a long time. And then as soon as I moved to Japan after living there for 5 years, I just felt like the worst in my life. I just felt so tired, and I had so much anxiety, and what else? Every time I had like dairy, I would go straight to the toilet. My digestion was terrible. I had a lot of diarrhea, and what else? I was getting like depressed. I don't know where it came from. I was feeling like this weird depression. It just came out of nowhere. And I also had a lot of negative thinking. But I always had negative thinking before. But I think it all started because I used to drink a lot of alcohol in college, and yeah, I just drink so much, and then I think that's where my negative thoughts came, because I never felt like that in high school, and it just became stronger and stronger and stronger, and I would just have all these negative feelings and thoughts all the time, like I couldn't stop it. So like when I came to Japan, I had negative thoughts, anxiety, depression, bad digestion. I had the eye problem going on. I was so tired. Where I lived, we had these stairs that go into the subway, and I could never get up them because they were just so high. There were like maybe 50 steps, and I was so tired, exhausted after I got up. I had to use the elevator actually when. Alright, so the battery just died. So as I was saying, yeah, so once I got here, I had all these problems, and I was reading about people were doing that, like people were doing bone marrow soup fasting. So what I did was I cooked whatever bones I could find. I used pork bones, which I don't think that was a good idea, but I used pork bones. I've used chicken wing bones. So I just cooked the bones for like 8 hours, and because the inside of the bones, they would have like glutamine, and basically what happens is when your gut is loose from just like processed food, alcohol, and what I think is when I lived in China, the air was so bad. There were some days that you couldn't even see, because I had this like mini scooter, and it was like a 50cc scooter that I bought for like $50, like $80, and some days I couldn't even see through where I was going because it was so smoggy. And I lived in Shanghai. Also too, that they would have like this app where they tell you the index, and I remember like the highest it would go would be like 500. And what normal index for pollution is like in my city in Chicago in America is like 50, and here too it's like 50 is like kind of considered normal for a city. And on a normal day it would be like 200, and sometimes it would pass the 500 mark, and it would just say like some error mark, like it's past this amount of number. And so the air was really bad, and they say if the air is really bad, there's like metals in the air, and that is really not good for your gut lining. And so yeah, I never really had issues before I went to China, but I think because of the excess drinking of alcohol, and then once I got to China and all those environmental factors, that it kind of just, kind of just took its toll. And so yeah, so I'm assuming that my gut lining was not so good and it was loose. And once it's loose, you get like these food particles and stuff that gets into your blood system, and it causes autoimmune disease. And sometimes it goes to the eyes. Sometimes it goes to their back for like multiple sclerosis, MS. Some people get like arthritis. And I was feeling a little bit of arthritis too. And I was like 28 years old since I moved here. Maybe I was like 30 actually. Moved here in 2016. 2016? Maybe I was like 30. But yeah, my bones were aching. That's another thing too. My bones were aching. I don't know what was going on. I don't have those problems anymore. But I went on because when I got here, I wasn't really working. So I had a lot of time on my hands. So I did this bone soup diet where I just drank, like every day I was cooking bone soup, like chicken wing soup, and I was drinking that for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and like all my problems kind of went away. So like I had more energy. The dairy problem went away, where I had to go to the toilet all the time. Every time I had like ice cream or milk, I went to the toilet instantly, and I never had that problem before. The depression lifted. Oh, another thing was brain fog. Just this cloudiness in your brain. It just feels like you can't think straight. That was gone. The aches and joint pains were gone. And the negative thoughts, they were gone too. So all these problems just cleared away in those 2 weeks. So I thought fasting worked. So I really got into fasting, and I went really extreme with it. And for that year, I didn't really do anything after that, because I started my new work, and it was like my new life in Japan. But after that, I started doing like what was it? I did so many different things. I tried veganism, but I don't think I did it the correct way, because I was eating like bread, and I don't think gluten was good for me. And then yeah, I did like a carnivore diet where I just only ate meat, and then I did that plus I was fasting like 23 hours, so I only had one meal a day, so I was eating all this meat at one time. And at one point I was doing that plus fasting 72 hours for the weekend. So I would eat one meal a day, Monday through Friday, and then actually Monday through Thursday, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday I would just fast. And I thought that really helped. And then recently I did that for so I've been fasting about 2 years, and last year I did a 21-day fast. I tried to do a 21-day fast, but I only made it to 18 days. But the problem was, up until that point, I did a carnivore diet again. So I tried a 1-month carnivore diet for twice, which was a month each time. And basically I did that, and then I went right into the 21-day fast, because I was like so sick of meat. I was like, oh, I'm tired of this, just eating meat all the time. And my problem, I think what it was is I had all that meat just stuck in my body. And because once you start fasting, it's hard to go to the toilet. So a lot of people are advised to eat a lot of fiber right before you go into the fasting. So yeah, I think that was my problem. So this time, for the past couple weeks now, I've been just having fruit in the morning. Well, actually, I fast about 16 hours. Then I have fruit about 2 o'clock, like bananas, mostly like soluble food, not like oranges or like things that like you have to go to pee all the time. So I like more soluble foods like bananas. So I ate a lot of bananas. I ate like 8 bananas with some berries. So I try to do bananas and berries. And then for dinner, I do a big salad. So I've been doing that for like 3 weeks now. But now that we have almost a lockdown coming, I'm gonna do an 8-day juice fast starting from today. So today is going to be my first day. I'm going to start the juice fast, and then I'm still waiting on the lockdown because I'm still going to work, and I don't think because last year I went to work while fasting and it was so hard for me, and I find that a lot of people who have a lot of fat on them, who are like 300 pounds, 200 pounds, that they can go to work because they have all this fat that your body is trying to burn off. And if you're already skinny, it's really hard to do that, and you just feel like you're dying. So I feel like when you have the juice, you feel rejuvenated. So I'm gonna try to do the juice fast as much as possible until the lockdown. If not, if they don't lock it down, I'm probably gonna do an 8-day juice fast, then go right into the 21-day water fast. And I'm gonna try my best. And I'm not gonna vlog every day. Like have a individual vlog for each day for the juice fast. I'm going to try to make it into one vlog in one video, but I'm going to try to make a daily vlog for the 21-day water fast if I'm not going to work, because I feel like it's something I can keep busy with and do, because once you do these water fasts, time goes by so slow. I remember last year I watched all of Breaking Bad, except for the last season, because that's when I stopped my fast. So I felt like if I do these vlogs, it'll also keep me motivated to just keep going, and just keep. If I can just do the 21 days, I'm not sure if I'll make it. We'll see what happens. So I hope you join me and watch me through this fast. Why I'm doing this fast is I really believe that if I do it the right way, I think it's gonna clear me of my eye problems. Last year when I did the water fast, I just stopped using the medication and I was good for 3 months. And then after 3 months, it came back. But what I think is because right after the water fast, I went to Korea, and in Korea there is so many delicious food, and I didn't go through my regular protocol, and I just kind of ate a lot of things, a lot of sugar. And I went back to the doctor and it was still okay. But as I was still back, I thought I was cured. So I was eating a lot of things that I shouldn't be eating. But my digestion wasn't 100%, but it was better. So I'm hoping that now that I'm prepping myself, clear my body, go into this water fast, and then afterwards go into like a good diet, I feel like I can really cure myself. I've been watching a lot of fasting videos on YouTube. That's what happens when you do fasting. You end up watching a lot of fasting videos. But there was this one lady who had these crazy headaches, and she was on all this medication. I hope I can find this video, but I thought it was such a good video. So there's all these like fasting centers, like in California, where you can go and there will be doctors. They can watch you and measure everything in your body. But this lady had these crazy headaches, like really crazy headaches, where they're like she wanted to kill herself. I think, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm making it up, but it was really bad. But she did like a 20-day water fast, and then she was off her meds, but she still had the headaches, but not as crazy. And then a year after, she did another 21-day water fast, and she was cured. And they say you shouldn't be doing so many, like if you do a 21-day water fast, you shouldn't do it the next month. You should wait at least a year where your body can, get back to its normal self. And for me, after that 21 water day fast, I didn't feel like myself afterwards. I felt like it took a lot out of me to do that. So I've waited almost a year now, because I did it like in, I want to say like in August of maybe July of last year, and now it's May. No, it's April, sorry. It's April. And I'm going to start it in May. No, not in May. I'm going to start it in like a week. So like in the middle of April. But I feel like it's the perfect timing, because right now Osaka and Tokyo are on lockdown. So I'm hoping that Kyoto isn't. So I go to work in Osaka and Kyoto, because my company has 3 schools and one is in Osaka. So I'm still going to Kyoto. So I'm really hoping that they close Kyoto down. And then this is the perfect timing for me to do my fasting. I've been always wanting to do a fasting video. Most of my videos about life in Japan, my life in Japan, and part of my life in Japan is about fasting because that's what I do every day. And I'm hoping that I can help somebody fast. So that's I didn't mean to go so long with the story, but I hope you can join me with these fasting videos. But I wanted to help people that wanted to start fasting. So fasting for dummies. I'm not really, I feel like there's a lot of people on YouTube that are really like into it and they're very smart. And I don't know how some of these people do it. They have such a strong willpower. And for me, I always struggle with it. Sometimes I'm like fasting, I'm doing a good job, and then I'm eating ice cream. So I don't know how some of these people have such a strong willpower. But if you if you're always tired and you sleep like 10 hours and you're still tired, well, obviously if you're oversleeping, you're going to be tired. But if you're sleeping like 8-9 hours a day and you feel tired, what else? You have anxiety, you have depression, you have fatigue, you have an autoimmune disease. Fasting, I really truly feel that fasting cures all. And the thing is with fasting that I've learned is it's not like, okay, you're going to fast 12 days and you're going to cure everything. Because that's what I thought. Last year I was like, I'm going to do 21 days and I'm going to cure it. And that's it. No, it doesn't work like that. Fasting takes a long time because, and it also depends on how much damage you've done to your body. If you've been doing damage for years and years and years, you're not going to cure it within like 20 days of fasting. You're going to have to change your lifestyle. You're going to have to change your diet. So if you're doing fasting, and don't give up on it because it really works. If you look in biblical references, if you look at like any kind of religion, they all practice fasting. Another thing is like if you have something that you a big decision in your life, fasting really helps. If you have any unanswered questions, I don't know, it's crazy, but when I did the 21-day fast, like all these things popped into my head, and it just really changes your life. And that's what I tell everybody about fasting. It really changes your life, and it's what you do with that change, because it can change your life in that moment, but you might go back to your old lifestyle or your old life. But it might change your life, and you want to use that to like. If something that happens and you get like this epiphany, you can use that for the future. But anyways, you'll probably hear more of that later in more of these vlogging videos. But also one thing too, I always had these negative thoughts with even making this YouTube channel. I always thinking like, oh, like I'm so scared what people think and all this stuff. And when I was going through the fast, I was thinking, why do I care so much what other people think about? I think that's what happens when you discover your relationship with food, and you're thinking like, there are some people that don't get to eat. There are poor people all over the world that don't get the chance to just eat whatever you want, whatever they like, and it really helps you. Like it just, I don't know, it really changes your life. So, and after like that fast, 2 months later, I started my YouTube channel. So if you're out there and you have all these negative ideas and you're like, I want to start a YouTube channel, but what if this person thinks like this, or what if I get all these hater comments, or whatever it is, I don't know about you, but it helped me. I was just thinking, why do I care so much about all these little things that don't matter? And I was just looking at the bigger picture, and fasting really helped me, because now I'm making these YouTube videos, and who knows what it's gonna lead me to. But now I'm making a fasting video, and if anybody watches this, and if I can help one person, like that really blows my mind. And I hope it does, because the reason why I've left America and pursued my life in Asia is, one, to travel for the rest of my life, and two, to search for something I really enjoy, a job that I really enjoy. I just don't want to have some job that I just go into and work for somebody. I want to have a job that I'm passionate about, and I'm hoping if I can get more subscribers, and if you're watching this, if I can get just even a little bit of money out of these videos and make money this way, I would be so happy, because I'm passionate about sharing my life with other people. Like when I travel around Japan, showing people like what they can. Like some people can't even leave their country. Like I was talking to somebody that's following me on Instagram, just random somebody that I met. They're also from Chicago, where my hometown is, and they're scared to get on an airplane. They've never been on an airplane, and I think that's so crazy. But they enjoy some of my stories on Instagram, and if I can like share that with people, like I think that's amazing. I'm helping somebody. Like I would love to have a job where I'm helping others. I think that's good for people, whether you're a doctor or nurse or I don't know, some job that helps people. I think that's what people should strive for. So I hope I can in the future make some videos and help people and somehow. Anyways, going back to how you can fast this. So if you have any of these problems, you can try it out. But the easiest way to do is start from the littlest time. So the smallest time frame is like 8-hour eating window and a 16-hour resting period. So it's kind of like an opposite of what you're doing. Instead of like sleeping 8 hours and eating 16 hours, you're eating 8 hours and taking a break for 16 hours. So you don't eat in that window. Or if you can't do that, you can even do 10 hours and 14 hours. Start with that, because what I thought was when I first started with the regular fasting, I said I'm gonna do 3 days, and that's what a lot of people do. And some people can do it, but I told myself, well, actually it was like a week. I'm gonna do 1 week of no eating, and I couldn't even do it the first day because my body's not used to it. My body was eating every single day. So I started with the 8 to 16 hour window. And what happens is for the first 2 weeks, you're going to feel groggy and irritated. And you just got to stick with it, because after a while you get used to it. Once you do that, you can do that for a month. And if you're going to do that, you should try to eat healthy. Maybe just like meat, protein. Just try not to eat so much processed food and sugar. But it helps if you do like a keto diet, if you just eat meat and vegetables. But if you can't do that, just try to eat healthy. And when you do these fasting videos, fasting lifestyle, you want to be healthy. And if you exercise too, that's even a plus. So try to do that for like a month. And then once you get used to that, make it into a 4-hour window. And also too, if you're trying to lose weight, I think a lot of people fast for that. They want to lose weight. If you're eating only within a small window, you're going to eat less calories. No matter how hard you try, you can have 2 big meals, and it's so hard to do that. I'm sure people can do it, but if you're trying to lose weight as well, so try to do that. And then the next month, try to do like 4 hours, 4 hours and 20 hours. And then if you're comfortable with that, try doing like 1 meal a day for like maybe you can do like 4 hours Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then maybe Friday try to do 1 meal. And then if you're comfortable with that, you can even try to do 1 meal a day. Or if you're comfortable with that, you can try to do then I would try to do like a 1 day without eating. So you can also, I think I would suggest you should do like the 8-hour window, and then try to do 1 day without eating. So maybe you do that like Monday through Friday, and then Friday after work you have that 1 meal right before that 8-hour window, and then try not to eat Saturday, and then eat Sunday morning. So if you have any fasting questions, please leave a comment. I always get back to everybody because there's not many people commenting. I'm going to start my fast I'm going to try to make a vlog every day with my water fast. I want to take you guys on my journey. So subscribe, please join me. I will also be making a lot of videos about updates in Japan, about the coronavirus and what's happening. And yeah, so please join me. And thank you for watching if you watched this whole video. And I hope it some way helped you begin. And maybe you can join me. So I will be doing the 8-day juice fast. And I'll show you in the next video what I have to make the juice and what I use. So maybe you can join me. If you have any questions, again, please leave a comment. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.